What's going on, guys? I am back and talking about every single NFL team for the 2021 season, and today we're doing the Kansas City Chiefs. And this season it was a very underwhelming season for the Chiefs. Like, if you look at the past success, if I'm a Chiefs fan, I'm like, man, this team should have actually gone to another Super Bowl. They have one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Patrick Mahomes. They have a Hall of Fame worthy coach in Andy Reid. They have Tyreek Hill. They have uh, Kelsey. They have just they've got an elite level of players on this team that can we know from track record have won the Super Bowl before. So going into this season, they have that record which is 3-4 in the regular season, losing to the division rivals like the Baltimore Ravens and Titans and Bills, and you guys know what I mean. And to be honest, in those games they look like trash. This was like post. This reminded me of like post Mahomes, post Andy Reid. This was bad. Um, but to get that bye week was really good for them, and then they started getting a couple of wins. They beat the Browns. I think they beat the Rams. So they get their shit together, and then we go on to the regular season where 12-5 they win the division of the AFC West. Um, they end the season with a salary cap, which is a big thing for this season, that they end the season with a salary cap. So no draft cap in this upcoming draft, so they need to really be smart with who they get. So here's some of the things that they need, in my opinion. They need a tight end. They need a right tackle and a edge rusher. Now, they have just signed, as I'm recording this on a Tuesday night, Justin Reed and for Tyree Matthews. So Tyree Matthews is going the other way. Um, and then you got free agents like Melvin Ingram, who's going to be a free agent. You've got Byron Pringle, who's going to be a free agent. I'm going to talk about Ben Pringle's stats. He had a record of 42. 42. He had 5 touchdowns, 426 touchdown record of 426, 5 touchdowns and 3.5 on average. And then you look at some of the games as well with the Chiefs. They had some things like they go into the wild card, beat Big Ben, and then they go on to have a really good, one of the best games I've seen in the 2021 season was that Bills and Chiefs match. That was one of the best matches I've seen. And then we go to the AFC Championship game where the Chiefs are 24-0 in the second, going into the second half, and then you have questionable play calls. You have Mahomes who's thrown by the line of scrimmage, and then to Tyreek Hill when he's not even in the end zone. So very much questionable calls, and then you have, I've explained it in the video, but you have a lot of like the defense was really going at. This was a Bengals defense that was not very good, but they had an elite offense to get them to a Super Bowl. But anyway, he was going at Mahomes, and he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god." Anyway, then they lose 24-27, and ultimately the Bengals go to the Super Bowl. But if it was the other way around, then the Chiefs was actually not going to give the Bengals a chance and actually did some better play calls, they would have gone to the Super Bowl. We've had a better game, Stafford versus Mahomes, and Stafford wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. It would have been Mahomes. But ultimately, they end the season with a 12-5 record. Not the best, but again, there's a lot of free agents on this roster that you need to replace because you've got Tyreek Hill, 28. Casey, who's 32. Like, how long is he going to be an elite level player for the Chiefs? I know he did well a couple years ago, but now he's getting older. You need to really work on like a wide receiver. I think in this coming in this free agency, get a wide receiver. Get Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. is a guy you need. He's a free agent. I think he was talking to the Panthers or whatever, or I may be mistaken, but I've seen like an article like he's talking to a bunch of teams and whatever. You need a tight end. You've got a safety now in Justin Reed, and an edge rusher. You could have got Khalil Mack, but yeah. Anyway, guys, that is my recap of the Kansas City Chiefs. Leave your guys' thoughts on their season in the comments, and peace.